Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's Season 8, and this is War number 3. And we're going up against an alliance called Folgorello. Now, so far this season, my alliance has not won a war. So we're hoping to turn that around with this war. Now, I've already scouted out my path, and I've chosen my team with a lot of forethought. And I want to mention one synergy to you guys with this team: Captain America Infinity War and OG Vision. They have a synergy that gives tech champions a very nice ability. So when you're using a tech champion with this synergy, and you'll notice I have 2 tech champions on the team, anytime your opponent uses a special, it drains them of all their power. So every special will take 100% of their power. And you're going to see that in effect right away in this first fight with Iron Patriot. So watch his power meter when he fires off his special 1. And you'll see the synergy in action. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and punish him there. Build it up, bait out the special 1. Boom. You see how the power went down to 0? There's a little bit of a delay after they throw their special, but it drains 100% of their power after they've fired off a special. That is a very useful ability. Combine that with OG Vision's already strong power control capabilities, and you have a really fun time. Your opponents are not going to get their special 3 if you play it right with that team and that setup. Alright, so next up, we've got another tech champion. And of course, I already know who it is. So you can see I brought in Captain America Infinity War. Now, Ghost is an awesome attacker. I was actually a little surprised to see her here on defense. She does not make a great defender, in my opinion. Maybe she was put there for diversity. They already had their attackers and they didn't really need her on attack. But she makes a much better attacker than a defender. And if I had the synergy that allowed Captain America Infinity War to apply a armor break on parry, then she would never even be able to phase after I parried her once. But as you can see, that was not needed. As long as you know how to fight her, her animations, she's actually not that hard to fight. Alright, so next up, we have got our poison node, and we're going to be dealing with a skill champion. Now, when I looked at who this was with the Scouter Lens bot, I was actually very thankful that I brought OG Vision, and I'm going to explain to you why that was such a good thing that I brought him in anyway. Very good fortune. Now, I boosted him up because I'm running suicides, and Vision still has low damage. And so I didn't want to play around at all with low damage over here. And we're going up against a Thor Ragnarok. Now, this is actually a pretty good placement for him. And let me explain why. So you can see the counter there, his hit counter. When he gets up to 20, he gets that power gain, power flood mode like you saw there. And he'll go up to his special 3 really quickly, and he will wreck you. Alright, so now watch this. I have the special 2, right? Boom, it's gone. Because that node also does a plague mine. It drains your power. So that's why this is actually a really good placement. So right now, he's almost to his 20 hits, and I have no power. But Synthesis to the rescue. OG Vision is the only one that can do that. So I just played keep away until his Synthesis triggered. I had power to throw a special so I could stop that power gain. Because you have to fire a special. You have to hit him with a special after he gets that 20 hits to stop it. Or you can, of course, just bait it out and hope he baits and you won't get the special 3 there. But that's really risky. So OG Vision was actually the best counter I could have asked for that node. He's, you know, poison immune. and he had the power control that he needed, and with the synergy with Captain America Infinity War, it was just a nice sandwich. A nice, beautiful, tasty attack sandwich. All right, so now we're at the end of my path. We only have like 3-4 fights left, and I am boosting up, as I always do, so that I can do this all the way until the mini boss and take it down. Now, I've already seen who I'm going to be facing, and you may have guessed when I did that special 3 defense boost. Sure enough, it's Hyperion. Now, I do not like fighting Hyperion, especially on power game, because if he doesn't throw his specials, it can be a bad day, and that's why I did that boost. But this Hyperion is actually playing nice. He's throwing his specials, and thanks to that synergy, watch this. Boom. No more special 1. So it actually worked out really good. You know, every once in a while I fire off my special 2 so that I can do damage and do power control. But that synergy with Captain America Infinity War, awesome for this fight. So no need for that special 3 boost, because unless I messed up, Hyperion was not going to get his special 3. The only thing I was worried about was doing too many specials, taking too much recoil damage, so that I was going to have to heal up a whole lot. That was really it, because I still have other fights that I plan to use OG Vision for. In fact, the mini boss is who I brought him in for. Of course, also the poison node, but it was mainly because I saw who the mini boss was. All right, so now we're on the unblockable special 1 node, and we're dealing with a tech. Normally, I go in with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. So I looked and I saw who it was, and saw no reason to change who I went in there with. It's Yondu. Now, I can take Yondu out with any of the champions that are on my team. But why not use Starky, save my Captain America Infinity War for the next fight that I knew I was going to want to use him for, more than likely. Although at this point in time, I was thinking to use my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced for all the fights up until the boss. But when I saw who it was on the Bane node, I changed my mind about who I wanted to go in there with. So 9 times out of 10, when I see a Cosmic on here, it's going to be King Groot. But you see those persistent charges? That's a clue. So who it was, the champion. That is why I went in there with Captain America Infinity War. Now, the champion makes a great boss, but when he is not the boss, he's not that great of a defender. But I couldn't remember what he had unawakened. So I made sure to go in here with Captain America Infinity War, just in case he got froggy and started with all that unstoppable stuff. Again, I don't remember if you need to be awakened to have that. But in any case, he went down no problem. All right, so now we've got the mini boss. And the mini boss is a Morning Star. Now, I didn't have too many good, viable bleed immune options. I would normally take her with Corvus. But since he's in Alliance Quest, I had to make do with what I had. And I chose to use Vision. Now, again, my main concern with Vision is his low damage. So in this fight, my worry was timing out. So even though I'm running suicides and I'm boosted, I'm still worried that he's not going to do enough damage to take down this rank 5 Morning Star. So this is the toughest Morning Star that I'm going to face. So you see there, I'm already firing off the special 2. Now, I have to play a little carefully and balance out how much damage I'm doing and how much damage I'm taking. So I want to fire off the special 2, as you see there, but I don't want to fire it off so often that I run out of health. And then one single mistake will take me out of the game. So I'm trying to balance both of them out. And you see there, I pushed her to her special 2. I didn't fire off my specials to control her power that time. I opted to evade her special 2. So we're doing okay so far. All right, I'm looking at the timer and I'm like, okay, you know, we've got some decent time, but she's only at about half health right now. So I start firing off my special 2 again because I'm trying to do a little bit more damage to speed this thing up, because I'm seeing the clock ticking down and I don't want to get caught having to scramble at the end, because that's how you make a lot of mistakes. All right, so my vision is only a rank 4. So if I had him at rank 5, he would be doing more damage. But he's only a rank 4 facing a 565 Morningstar. Not necessarily a fun fight, but again, the Captain America Infinity War synergy is helping out a lot. It means that I don't have to fire off my specials as often to power control. So at this point, I'm worried because I'm under a minute now. And so I'm sitting there looking at the clock, and I'm like, okay, I need to step up my damage. And then, boom, I get hit because I'm too busy looking at the clock, and I'm starting to panic. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold this special 3, and I got her down low enough. Boom, fired off the special 3 and got her down. Plenty of time to spare. No need for me to worry about anything. Yeah, right. That fight could have gone much worse. It could have gone down real bad, okay? But we actually got her down. We didn't die on this path in this war, so it's all good. So at this point, I've actually finished my path pretty early. I'm usually early in finishing my path out. So the war has not ended yet. But looking at the report, it looks like we're in very good shape. We're poised to win this war. As long as we don't mess up really badly, we should win this war. All right? So all that's left is to find out how we did in the war. And we got him. So good war, Folgarello. We were able to be victorious this time. First win of the season. But that's going to do it, guys. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.